said help was coming. They said stay put. They said the government would save them. They lied. Welcome back to Hyosun High, where the zombies are getting smarter, the bullies are getting stronger, and the rescue helicopters are flying away. If you thought the first 4 episodes were brutal, buckle up. Because episodes 5 through 8 are where all of us are dead stops pulling punches and start swinging for the throat. We got half zombies with superpowers. We got military quarantines. We got love confessions by campfire light and betrayals that'll make you scream at your screen. And by the end of episode 8, you'll be throwing things. Promise. So grab your tissues and maybe a stress ball. Let's break it down. Episode 5 opens with a gut punch that has nothing to do with zombies, and everything to do with power. Martial law. The entire city of Hyosun is locked down. The government cuts off all communications. Internet, phones, everything. Not to help the survivors. To control the narrative. Fake news is spreading faster than the virus, and the authorities would rather leave thousands to die than let the truth get out. Meanwhile, Chong-san is alone. Separated from the group, hunted by the one person in that school more dangerous than any zombie, Yoon Gwi Nam. And I need you to understand something. Gwi Nam isn't just a bully anymore. He's a predator. He chases Chong-san into the library, and what follows is one of the most creatively brutal fight scenes in the entire series. Visual. Bookshelves toppling like dominoes. Chong-san climbing. Gwi Nam's bloody face. They fight atop the bookshelves. Chong-san, cornered, desperate, does the unthinkable. He grabs a phone and gouges out Gwi Nam's eye. Then he throws him to the horde below. The zombies swarm. Gwi Nam screams. And Chong-san runs, thinking it's over. But here's the thing about this virus. It evolves. Gwi Nam doesn't die. He reanimates. He wakes up in a pile of bodies and realizes the zombies aren't attacking him anymore. He's one of them. But he's still him. Conscious. Vengeful. Stronger than before. He looks in a mirror, wipes the blood from his face, and whispers one name. Chong-san. Ladies and gentlemen, the halfbee has entered the chat. Back in the broadcasting room, Onjo refuses to accept that Chong-san is gone. She remembers Junyang's science club drone and leads a mission to retrieve it. She climbs through zombie-infested halls, finds the drone, and they launch it. Not just to find Chong-san, but to see the outside world. And what they see: devastation. The drone flies over crashed cars, burning buildings, and then Jimin sees her parents' truck. Crashed. Surrounded. Her mother and father, now zombies, wandering the street. The girl breaks down in tears, and Junyang, distracted, loses control. The drone is destroyed. Their last connection to the outside world gone. Meanwhile, Detective Jaek and Officer Ho Chul take refuge in Chong-san's family chicken restaurant. They find something unexpected. A baby. Hisu's newborn. Left alone. Dehydrated but alive. And in the middle of the apocalypse, these two men become the most unlikely foster fathers you'll ever see. And Onjo's father, Soju, he's reached the military quarantine camp. But when they tell him he'll be locked up for a minimum of 1 month, he knocks out the guards, steals a uniform, and breaks out. Because no wall, no soldier, no protocol is going to stop a father from saving his daughter. Episode 5 ends with Gwi Nam back on his feet, faster and stronger than ever, hunting for Chong-san. The rules have changed. The zombies aren't the only monsters anymore. Episode 6 is a masterclass in tension. The group is reunited with Chong-san in the music room, but reunion doesn't mean safety. It means new problems. Namare, our brilliant class president, comes up with a plan. Use the school speaker system to blast music on one side of the building, lure the zombies away, and escape to the roof where helicopters have been circling. It's smart. It's risky, and it almost works. But here's what they didn't plan for. Gwi Nam. He doesn't follow the music. He follows them. He ambushes Su Hyuk, beats him with superhuman strength, and then he bites Namare. The room goes still. Everyone watches Namare, waiting for her to turn, waiting for the scream, waiting for the attack. It doesn't come. She doesn't turn. Her eyes flash, her bones crack, but she stays human. Onjo realizes the truth. Namare, Gwi and Unji aren't zombies. They're not human either. They're something in between. She coins the term halfbie. But trust is fragile in an apocalypse. Chong-san wants to throw Namare out. He saw Gwi turn. He knows what these things become. But Suhayak? He ties himself to Namare with a ribbon. Pink ribbon. If she turns, she'll bite him first. He trusts her that much. And Onjo. She says something that defines this entire show. Hatred is contagious. But so is trust. While all this is happening, Na-yun, the girl who killed Jaeyoung-soo with a bloody handkerchief, is hiding in the music room's storage closet. She has food, water, everything she needs to survive alone. But she's also watching her classmates record video messages to their families. Messages of hope, of love, of goodbye. And Soju? He escapes the quarantine camp, swims across a river under gunfire, and takes a bullet in the process. But he keeps going. Because fathers don't stop. The episode ends with the group accepting Namare as one of them. But Namare herself isn't so sure. She admits she wanted to bite Suhayak. The hunger is real. The monster is inside her. And no amount of trust can make that go away. Episode 7 is where the walls close in. Literally, Namare's senses are going into overdrive. She can hear heartbeats. She can smell fear. She can hear Na-yun tapping her foot in a closet 3 rooms away. It's terrifying, and it's making her isolation worse. She doesn't feel human anymore. She feels like a weapon waiting to go off. But then, a moment of light in the darkness. Suhayak confesses. He tells Namare he's liked her since forever. That he never thought he had a chance because she was perfect and he was just some reformed bully. Namare, through tears, admits she likes him too. They kiss while the world burns around them. It's beautiful. It's tragic. Because we know what she is. And we know this can't end well. The students execute their escape plan. They build a barricade, play instruments, lure the zombies into the music room, and sprint for the roof. It's chaos. It's brilliant. Dae-soo is screaming at zombies to die while hitting a gong. Junyoung is playing drums. It's like a death metal concert where the audience wants to eat you. They reach the rooftop door. Freedom is on the other side. They bang. They scream. It doesn't open. Kim Cheol-soo, the outcast, the nobody, the kid Eunji wished death upon, is on the other side. He sees the helicopter approaching. He hears his classmates begging to be let in. And he locks the door. He tells the military he's the only survivor. He climbs into that helicopter alone, while his classmates watch it fly away. I need a moment. This kid, looked his classmates in the eye through a metal door and let them die so he could have a helicopter seat. The betrayal is searing. Meanwhile, Gwi is still alive. He climbs the stairs, fights Suhayak and Chong-san, and nearly gouges out Chong-san's eye, payback for his own. But Namare, she snaps. Her powers erupt. She grabs Gwi by the throat, asks why he won't die, and throws him down a flight of stairs like he's nothing. She's not human. She's not zombie. She's something new, something terrifying, and she's on their side. For now. Episode 8 is the calm before the storm, and the storm hits hard. Eunji, the original halfbie, walks through the school. She sees her bullies as zombies. She sees the dean who ignored her suffering. And she makes a choice. She sets the teacher's lounge on fire. The flames spread, the fire alarm blares, and miracle of miracles. The rooftop door unlocks automatically. The students pour onto the roof. But the helicopter is gone. Cheol-soo took it. All they have is each other, some sticks, and a dream. They build an SOS sign. They gather around a campfire. And for one night, they're not survivors. They're just kids. They sing. They share secrets. They laugh. Namare admits she smoked since 8th grade because she had no friends. Dae-soo confesses he has a crush on Hari from the archery team. Woo-jin complains about living in his sister's shadow. And Chong-san? Chong-san looks at Onjo and tells everyone. that he's loved her since they were kids. Anjo doesn't take it well. She cries. She says she feels like she's lost her best friend, because loving someone in the apocalypse isn't romantic. It's terrifying. It means you have something to lose, but the peace doesn't last. Na-yeon, racked with guilt over Jaeyoung-soo's death, remembers how Ms. Park sacrificed herself to save her. She packs food. She plans to atone. She opens the door to bring supplies to the roof, and Gwi-nam is standing there. He asks if she's hungry. She screams, and just like that, Na-yeon's redemption arc is cut short. Gwi-nam kills her. Another life lost to the cycle of violence that started this whole nightmare. Gwi-nam climbs to the roof. He attacks Chon-san, pins him down, thumb pressed against his eye. Anjo screams. The group rushes to help. But Namare, our quiet, brilliant, broken Namare, she moves faster than anyone. She grabs Gwi-nam, her eyes fully red, her strength unreal, and she throws him off the roof. He falls. He hits the ground. And for a moment we breathe. But Gwi-nam doesn't stay down. He never stays down. He reanimates. Again. He climbs back up. And as the episode ends, he's scaling the wall to the roof, ready for round 3. Meanwhile, Jaek and Ho-chul's group is rescued by the military. Eunji is captured. The quarantine camp prepares for something big. And our students? They're trapped on a roof, surrounded by the dead, with a monster that won't die climbing toward them. Episode 8 doesn't just end on a cliffhanger. It ends on a scream. 4 episodes. One impossible situation after another. And somehow, these kids are still standing. We've seen Chon-sen fight a monster with a phone. We've seen Namare discover powers she never asked for. We've seen Anjo hold a broken group together with nothing but hope and duct tape. And we've seen Gwi-nam, human, zombie, halfbee, whatever he is, become the boogeyman of Hyosun High. But the question isn't just who survives. It's who do you become when survival is the only option? Cheol-soo chose himself. Na-yeon tried to choose redemption. Namare is choosing her friends, even as the hunger grows. If you want the breakdown of episodes 9 through 12, the bombing, the final escape, and that ending that broke the internet, hit subscribe. Drop a comment. Team Chon-san or Team Soo-hyuk? And tell me, would you trust Namare if she was tied to you with a ribbon? Me? I trust her with my life. But I'd also sleep with one eye open. Until next time, stay safe, stay human. And remember, in the apocalypse, the scariest thing isn't the zombies. It's the person who locks the door.